Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Richard, aka Crypto Loaners, and I'm here to record a quick lending update video. It may be one of my last lending update videos, actually. I'm sure a lot of you have already heard the news, but it seems like Davor is ending their lending program, which seemed like that was going to be inevitable as the price continued to drop. Um, Davor released a statement earlier today basically saying that the price has fallen because people have no confidence in lending programs. Basically, that they've tried their hardest and they're going to. I'll just read this part here. We will release today all lending packages we have, and every user will be credited in his account the number of DAV he placed in his/her lending package, plus a 10% bonus. I'm a bit confused on what this exactly means because I don't know where, just to show you, somehow I have a little less than 10 DAV in my system. I don't remember having that amount of DAV in my system. I had a $120 lending package, and I pretty much got into DAV when it was around 60-ish dollars, I think, per DAV. So I just don't know where this number came from. Even with my reinvest, like it would have been like $160 or something like that, unless they're somehow counting the reinvestments at $10. That might make sense, maybe. Like if in one of my last reinvestments, that was $10 at the time. That DAV was probably down to next to nothing. Like how this number was figured out, I wish they explained more. It's just not. It's not really explained at all. And it leaves me scratching my head, and I think that might be it. Is that my last reinvest would have been $10. So even then, I think that, which was a few days ago, even then, I don't know if that still adds up. Like the number that's here just doesn't make sense. And I'll have to try to figure that out. Not that, for me, I put, like I said, $120 into this platform. I threw in just a bit just to see what it would do, and that people could kind of follow along and see how this platform progressed. If you go through my videos, I guess you can watch it from its inception to its downfall instead. If you go further through this, they kind of go on and start to talk about how they are going to turn into other things, which makes no sense because they have nothing else. There's nothing that they have. There's nothing that they do. This was it. But they claim that they're going to be doing other things in the future. It to me reads almost like what Bitcoin or BitConnect said when they went down. So good luck, Dav. No one's gonna. It's a footnote in history. Unfortunately, it's sad. I hope no one invested too much into that platform. So I just happened to go to LendConnect this morning, just to look at my current balance, and they put a note up, which I'm not going to read to you guys, but basically this note looks very similar to the note that Davor put up when BitConnect went down. Basically, they're kind of saying, yeah, we're going to be the #1 lending platform. And, don't worry, and our exchange is still coming and everything else. More power to them. I honestly don't know where this is going to go. I don't see them living forever either. It just so happens that the other day, because initially in my previous videos I had said, oh, I'm going to wait till I get to $1,000 and then pull my money out, so that and then do some type of split between withdrawing and reinvesting. At this point, well, it's kind of funny. During the big BitConnect or Bitcoin dip, I had actually decided to pull out I think at the time I had like $650 in LendConnect. I was like, you know what, let me buy the dip with Bitcoin. So I exchanged my $600+ that I had currently in my LendConnect wallet and basically got Bitcoin out of it and at a discounted value. So I'm happy about that part. I'm about $350 away from the initial $1,000 now. So, well, and actually that was when I had bought. So it's I think currently I have about about $70 before today's withdrawal amount. So it'll probably be about $100 or so. So sorry, it sounds like I'm rambling. I'm probably close to 10 days away from getting the remaining value out of this platform before my break-even point, I should say. My money's still going to be in the platform, which is completely fine because I'll have gotten my initial investment out once I hit the $1,000 mark, which will be, like I said, within hopefully less than 10 days in total. Even if it crashed today, it is what it is. It just sucks. I was hoping to do a video today on Crypto Hopper and where things are with that. I might get to some of that later. It's actually done fairly well, especially since I've switched over to my I switched over to the Kangaroo platform. Oh, look, just as we're watching, strangely enough, I got a buy for DGD. I'm curious, was this a signal or was this my strategy? Can't tell by looking at this. If it goes through, it'll tell me. Can wait a few seconds and see what happens here. Actually, if I scroll down, signal DGD. So yeah, this was a signal received from Mining Hamster to buy DGD. So BQX sold, so that's not accurate there. Let's refresh this. Just redo the dashboard as a whole. There we go. All right, so it bought DGD and that's up currently. This ETH purchase was actually a manual buy. I had seen ETH going up, so I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me buy and hold it for a little bit. It'll eventually slide up more and I'll recoup my value there, which I had done a couple different times with ETH, and it's worked so far. It's just an easy buy and make a little bit of profit on. So, yeah, this may be one of my last lending updates. We'll see how things go. I have a few ICOs that I'm in right now with Hedge Connect, EMC, and Phytech. I didn't put much. I only put $100 into each of those. So if whatever happens to those happens, we'll see how it goes. I'm not too worried about those. If I get my initial investment back on those, great. If I lose it, it is what it is. I was trying to see if I could make something off of it. I'll probably will do another LendConnect video or two as I get my initial investment out, and I'll continue looking at the platform, but I'm definitely not recommending anyone to jump in at this point. Like, subscribe. Thank you guys for checking out the video, and hopefully I'll make another one, possibly even later today, about Crypto Hopper and my thoughts on that. Thanks.